Did you know that every hour of every day, someone somewhere starts their own podcast? I mean, I'm just kidding. But let's be real, there's so many of them out there. There's no shortage of podcasts. So with the sheer volume of podcasts, it can be a little bit overwhelming when trying to pick one. So here to help you find the right thing to listen to is the Social's Kate McKenna. She's here with her top 5 picks of podcasts for 2023. And there's something for everybody.
Everybody.
It's so good to see you.
Likewise.
I'm so glad we coordinated.
Yes.
I love podcasts. I love that you've narrowed this down for people. So first up, let's talk about She Wants More.
This is a juicy one. I could not stop listening to this one. So this is basically Jo Piazza, the journalist, the host who started this, realized more and more women in her life were having affairs. And so she wanted to dive deeper. So every episode, she speaks with a woman who has had or is having an affair.
No way.
And she asks all the juicy, sexy questions you want to know about. And also brings in profs to talk about female shame, female desire, how desire is impacted after motherhood. There's an international context to it. So it's a little bit educational. It's a lot juicy.
Wait, so people are actually having affairs and they're going on this thing and expecting not to be like called out?
Well, their names aren't used and it's audio. Right? This is the benefit of it not being visual.
That's true.
You'll blow through this series.
Okay, so putting that one on the list. Also Succession, obviously one of my favorite shows. And then the accompanying podcast is huge.
So this is great. So this is perfect for anyone who's looking to binge Succession over the holidays or is missing that dose of it. So this is the official HBO companion podcast hosted by Kara Swisher, who's amazing. And so the way this worked is after each Succession episode dropped, a podcast was released. And the first half of the episode features Kara interviewing either a cast member or a director, writer who was involved in that episode. The second half, she's interviewing someone who works with the actual real life, ultra rich.
So good.
And so you get to hear from the characters, the cast, including Brian Cox, who revealed that he actually isn't an avid viewer of the show. So take a listen to this.
See, I never watch it. I don't watch the show.
Oh, wow.
People tell me about it. Because my view is it's bad enough doing it without having to watch it. You know what I mean?
So good.
I mean, I love the doing. I love the doing. It's the doing is the main thing. The watching is a sidebar.
Okay.
And the watching is for the public. It's not for me. You know, like last night I went.
Oh, that's so true. I'm the same, though. I don't watch our show back.
Never.
No, I'm the same.
Once it's done, it's done.
It's done, it's done.
I just thought that was so Logan Roy.
That is so, I know,
Right?
I know. Oh, where is the separation? Let's talk about the Retrievals.
So this is a really well-produced podcast done by the New York Times, so it's very well done. It's about women's pain and how it's often ignored in the medical system. And it's told through the stories of dozens of women who went to the Yale Medical Center in hopes of having a baby. So they were going for fertility treatment. And during the egg retrieval process, they were experiencing a staggering amount of pain. And when they said something, they were dismissed, they were ignored, and it turns out, this is not a spoiler, this is part of the first episode, a nurse was actually stealing the fentanyl and replacing it with saline.
No.
And they weren't believed. And so this is very much a podcast about women's pain. It's exceptionally well done.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next up for the pop culture lovers, what do you have for us?
So this is Commotion. Elamin Abdul-Mahmoud is the host. He's a fabulous host, just such a warm presence, warm demeanor. And if you want sort of the latest scoop on the daily pop culture of the day, he's got excellent panelists on a range of topics. And it's a Canadian perspective, which is really, really nice.
Okay. Last but not least, we have Handsome?
Yeah.
What is Handsome?
So I didn't know until recently. I went on a road trip and I asked what people that I follow and who follow me are listening to. And Handsome came up time and time again.
No way.
So Handsome is a comedy podcast featuring Mae Martin, Tig Notaro, and Fortune Feimster. So they all have different comedy styles but similar values. I love this because it is easy breezy. So you put this on in the background. You don't have to scrub back if you miss something.
Oh, smart.
While you're cooking, while you're cleaning. They talk about the most random things. And here's a clip of them talking about high school dances.
They used to come around with a pineapple at the dances, and they'd say, "Remember, I know."
It's
and they
Canada.
go, you got to be a pineapple apart, and they
No
put the
way.
pineapple
No.
between you and the boys.
They're like, Martha, you got to go to the grocery store to get that pineapple.
Get that pineapple.
If we don't get it. Wait, can we get a morning announcement about the pineapple, please?
Hi,
Oh, that's so funny.
It's so ridiculous, but it's just, you know, life can be hard and it
Yeah.
can be dark, and this is easy breezy listening.
I love that. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming by
This was
and
so
giving us your
nice.
top 5. Kate, great to see you as
It
always.
was really nice seeing you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.